Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of The Brothers Perspective. I'm your host, the NWPW Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Steele. This is my co-host, who is excellent, Brother Kyle, and 2020 is upon us. That's right, 2019 is whispered away, gone, in the wind. But we are here to honor its memory with our top 5 movies of 2019. So, make sure you like, share, and subscribe just to let everybody know you dig us, and we'll be carried away to talk about our favorite movies of 2019. Kyle, actually, you give me the privilege of going first. This is new for me. My number 5 of the year is Jumanji, The Next Level. A very recent movie. I dug it. It made me laugh. It made me cry. Not really, but sometimes. And I gotta say, man, the chemistry between The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan was on point. The new addition of Awkwafina Jameson, Danny Glover, and Danny DeVito really just had me in tears. I was laughing. The movie was great, man. I thought it was a real nice way to add to this reboot sequel. I figured that they had nice new challenges along the way. And so far, I will say to date, it is the best video game movie that you could possibly make. Most of them don't really work out that way. Those genres have a hard time of mixing, but I really dug it, man. It was awesome.
I don't know a video game movie that I like.
Exactly. So what's yours, man? What's your number?
All right, number 5. For me, it was Us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know? Man, it was just really good. It's probably the best scary film of the year.
Of the year?
What else?
Film of the year?
What's better than not Chucky? Not Child's Play. That was trash.
Definitely not It. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
It
It too. No.
So yeah. That's not bad.
Us.
That's not bad. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I can go with that. So at my number 4, I have Spider-Man: Far From Home. This one I really dug too, man. It's Peter Parker outside of New York, out of his element. You know, who's returning is Tom Holland, Samuel L. Jackson, and those other kids he hangs around with. But yeah, I really dug it, man. Him being in Venice and kind of being away, trying to, really, show his feelings and affections for Mary Jane. Really trying to get everything together, and things still go awry. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio was really on. I can honestly say was almost right on par with Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Like it was like very, very great villain. Definitely was a nice twist that I didn't see coming to CGI, and it was awesome, man. So definitely check that out if you already haven't. But most of you have followed this. You already have.
Yeah, man. Spider-Man, I was just happy to see him web sling again. So number 4, and I know you're not gonna like this pick, but I gotta say it. Joker. It's number 4. Yeah. Man, honestly,
I shouldn't be surprised. Actually, I'm surprised it's at number 4. I'll say that. I'm surprised it's at number 4.
Yeah, number 4, Joker.
I thought that'd be high.
Honestly, I thought this movie was gonna be terrible. Just because the preview was
from what you thought, I didn't think it was gonna be terrible, but knowing what you said.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be terrible, and it surprised me. It really surprised me.
Okay.
And Joaquin Phoenix, I think I said his name right.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah.
We getting better with names.
Yeah. He did a great job. He did a great job.
Fantastic.
He was definitely played a crazy person very well.
So, at my number 3, Kyle didn't review this with me, and it is a shame because this movie is great. The Good Boys. This movie is hilarious.
Like I need to go back for real.
This movie is
sometime
funny.
this week. I'll go back and watch it.
It is a Seth Rogen comedy about these preteens, and it's all centered around this house party. These kids are hilarious, and on top of that, they're just adorable. They think they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. And it is the funniest hijinks, one of the funniest hijinks I've possibly seen this year. So definitely check that film out.
All right. Number 3 for me is Queen and Slim.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
Forgot there's a lot of movies that came out this
There
year.
is a lot of movies that came out this year. But number 3.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, it was honestly. There's some movies that we didn't review that I wanted to put on the list, but we didn't review them. So I'm not gonna, we gotta promote these other movies that we reviewed. So every movie we're saying, check out the review.
There will be a link in the description for you to check them out for sure. Yeah. Okay, so my number 2 is actually Us's. No, I'm kidding. It's Us. And what you had so low, but it's it's whatever. This is.
But you said 5. Of the year.
It is of the year, man. And Us is great, man. I agree. One of the best horror films of the year, but not just a horror film. A film that had metaphors. A film that had great plot twists, great acting, and surprisingly some good comedy in it, which is really you often don't get that played well. Like the Chucky movies and the Freddy Krueger movies, they try to take a stab at comedy, but it doesn't really mesh well or fit with the film. This stuff actually fit in, and it didn't feel like it overlapped the horror elements. It was just kind of, it was kind of in sync with everything, which had me very surprised. Shout out to Jordan Peele and that whole entire cast. I mean, it was just fantastic, man.
All right, number 2 for me is Avengers Endgame. And I mean, to me, this movie was a good farewell to the first Iron Man, Captain America. It was just a good farewell movie for me. I felt like they did it right, especially because they made it a 2-part thing. Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't even put Avengers up there if it wasn't a two-part movie. But for me, number 2, Avengers Endgame.
So, getting to my number 1 of the year. The best movie that I enjoyed hands down, start to finish, top to bottom, was Queen and Slim. Queen and Slim is my number 1, man. This movie was very poetic. Like I said, before, I think that this film is on the verge of being a classic. I think it's going to be one of those films like throughout the years, after it kind of just marinates, it's going to age like wine, man. Like, we're going to be talking about one of these films for probably at least the next 20 years. And that film was just great.
You know why it wasn't my number 1?
Why not?
Because I want to see black people win at this. I really did. Yeah.
Alright, so what's your number 1, man?
My number 1, and you're going to hate this pick. You really are going to hate this pick.
Alright.
My number 1 is Shazam.
Oh, God.
Yeah, my number 1 is Shazam. Yeah, I mean, for me, personally, I don't have any complaints about this movie. No complaints about this movie.
Except for the third act.
No, he hates the third act.
It's just long. That's the only
You know
thing.
what?
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
To me, it's not long. I hate movies that have a third act that is short. Like, to me, I think Harry Potter, they were notorious for doing that. They had all this build up for nothing. And then Game of Thrones. That's another one.
I agree.
Like, all that build up for nothing.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Shortened season.
I'd rather you have a long third act.
Defenders did that as well too. Like all that build up just for like 8 episodes. You go like, where's the original 13?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So I mean, I think they did a great job, and honestly, it didn't even feel like a DC film. If I didn't know anything about comics, I would have thought this was a Marvel film.
It was a great homage to just comic book fans in general.
Yeah,
I felt they did a real good job, kind of like how Galaxy Quest did with Trek fans.
Yeah.
So that is our top 5, and almost before that. That is our top. Let us know down in the comments below what movies we should have reviewed, what movies we need to do a late review. Just definitely let us know what are your top 5s of the year, and then once we watch in the comments, we'll definitely have something to relook and watch over for sure. Definitely make sure you give us a like, share, and subscribe. Click that thumbs up, click that bell icon, and make sure you get more notifications about our top 5s, our wrestlers' perspectives, our movie reviews, our fan castings, and more. And if you want to follow Kyle, he's going to tell you where to do so right about
the page. It's at brothers_perspective_ on Instagram. And bro_perspective on Twitter.
That's absolutely right. Okay. And if you want to follow me, your MWPW heavyweight champion, you can do so at KenDogDNFT on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also follow me at Kenny Still on Facebook. So, like we said before, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you are kind, sweet, and courteous. Definitely in the comments. Hug your relatives. Make sure you wave to your neighbor. And as always, until next time, we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.